In this video, you will learn about the principles of Stoicism, which will teach you to control fears, choose the essence and goals, as well as find ways for effective action and staying in the moment. Stoicism originated in Athens a long time ago. As it has evolved to our times, this philosophical school has proven its worth, and I'll even tell you more, it has become even more sought after. Just think about it. 99% of the worries you encounter these days are merely products of your imagination. These problems do not exist in reality. Consider that people were still dying of hunger 100 years ago, while you, sitting in a comfortable apartment, dream of not getting offended. It's an unimaginable contrast, and yet we have become so much more anxious, which is clearly confirmed by the consequences and reasons for our anxiety. When you find yourself fighting windmills, it's impossible to win. This is what society is engaged in these days. The battle is not with saber-toothed tigers, but with your boss at work. A boss is worse than a nightmare, and humiliation from a girl is worse than hunger. Even moments of silence have become an exception, not a luxury. When your problems have become so ephemeral, it's almost impossible to become a victor. The good news is the key word here is almost. It's because this is precisely what we learned to tame our fears. So, in this video, I will share with you 3 fundamental techniques of Stoicism. By applying these techniques, you will stop worrying without reason, avoid wasting your life on empty thoughts, and finally, start experiencing the achievement of your desires. First technique is called the desire principle. Follow your true desires and control your fears. To put it in perspective, imagine a scale. On one side, you have your desires, and on the other side, your fears. The stronger your desires outweigh your fears, the more likely you will engage in activities you love and find satisfaction in your actions. If fears tip the scale, you'll be worrying 24/7 and might as well forget about taking any actions. Thinking only about your fears has a simple but genius answer. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Choose only the essence that helps you achieve your goal and discard the rest. I remember a time when I was relaxing with friends in a countryside house. Suddenly, a child of one of my friends rushed in, saying that the house was on fire. Everyone panicked and rushed out, but I was the only one who went to the bathroom to fill a basin with water. When I returned, the others were just watching the facade of the building burning. Luckily, one basin of water was enough to contain the fire and eventually put it out. It's unknown what would have happened to that house if there wasn't at least one person who remained composed. The second technique is justice in Stoic behavior. It forms the basis of your conduct. However, justice at Stoic tables is not built on the principle of you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Such thinking only fills your life with vengeance and intrigue. Stoic justice is about taking actions for maximum benefit. For example, the technique of action with a reservation, its essence is to formulate your internal commitment like this. Today, I will complete the task if nothing gets in my way. Admit it. It could rain, the power could go out, you could have a heart attack, or there could be many other reasons. Modern achievement principles tell us that all these excuses hinder us from reaching our goals. Such thinking leads you to your grave, and you won't even notice it. So, try setting goals with a reservation, and you will find it much easier to achieve them. What's interesting is that you'll work faster and accomplish more, all because you'll stop wasting time on worrying and concentrate on actions. The third technique is being in the moment. I'm sure your approach to complex tasks looks like this. 90% of the time, you're afraid to start, and in the remaining 10%, you get everything done as planned. Therefore, being in the moment is critically important. Of course, unless you like the idea of flushing your whole life down the drain, so you don't regret not achieving anything before you die. Because the math is simple. If you take every task and multiply the 90% you spent on worrying by your lifespan, the results won't be in your favor. At the very least, you'll waste half of your precious time if you continue at the same pace. To avoid this, use a simple yet effective technique. Imagine a segment of time allocated to your life and mark a second on it, which represents the present moment. Any problem that worries you at this very moment holds no weight in the grand scheme of your life. Even if it's an important interview and you spend your entire day anxious, remember that worrying won't help your cause. Instead, take action to improve your chances. Remember, everything is temporary. Treat everything in life as something temporary and be prepared for change. Be grateful to the world for every pleasant minute it gives you. See you in the next video. If this video has inspired you or made you contemplate, please share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think about these fundamental Stoicism techniques and how they can be applied in your life. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found the video valuable and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for future videos with helpful insights. Your opinions and support mean a lot to us.